Alright, so in this video we're going to be covering the B stance hip glute bridge, or hip thrust. Hip thrust generally will be a little bit further towards the ground. Glute bridge versions or bridge versions, we're going to generally not take the hips all the way to the floor, so we can use either variation depending on what the purpose is. But the B stance position itself, what that is allows us to load one side of the hip more than the opposite side, so it's more of a unilateral movement. Now in terms of the setup, what we're going to need is a bench here. So what we're going to do is set up so that our shoulder blades are just going to be set up along that bench itself. We're going to come up in our usual bridge position, and then we're going to create a kickstand position. So I'll take my right, if I'm trying to load my left leg, I'm going to take that right foot slightly forward. We don't want it too far there, so just a slight bit forward here. We can keep the toes up or place the foot down flat on the ground. Now what we want to do is we're going to first find that bottom position. Now the bottom position we're going to limit once we start to feel this knee start to track back. Because our focus is on that glute here, what we really want to do is just find that position at the bottom where we feel a bit of a stretch there before that knee starts to translate too far back towards us. From there we're going to keep that chin tucked in. We're going to keep a slight posterior tilt, not too much. And then we're going to make sure that the core is engaged, ribs are down so we prevent too much excess tension in that low back. Now from here, we're going to focus on driving the hips up to that top position, making sure we're not overextending the neck either. Now I'm going to feel that contraction in that glute on that left side where that foot is flat and slightly behind. And we're going to bring the hips down, again looking for that range before that knee starts to pull back too much. Pause, and then again drive up there. Hold for the desired or prescribed number of seconds at the top position, and then back down from here. Another thing we can add is load as well to this exercise, so we can use dumbbells, we can use a barbell, any implement that can be placed along the hips. So this movement can be loaded, just to add that as a note as well. Just place the weight on the hips itself. You can then support that weight by just having your hands here, or if it's the barbell, we're going to have that completely across, and then we're going to perform the reps in the exact same manner as described.